How to stop comparing yourself to others on social media. I'm going to give you some tips today to work through this to build your confidence and self-esteem within inside yourself. Welcome back to the Self-Esteem and Confidence Mindset podcast. I have been guilty as anyone of comparing myself to people on social media. It used to be, as a teenager, when it was sort of coming about, it used to be really bad. I'd be like, I want to look like those guys. Those guys are in such better shape. They're more handsome than me. And guess what? I didn't feel very good about myself, even though I would portray confidence on the outside and in skills. So I've done that in starting out in business and personal growth as well. I've been like, oh, that person's got so many more followers. Their videos are so much more fancy than mine. And it just doesn't help. So I've learned some things over time that have really helped me to move away from this, because I do need to use social media, not all the time. I need to cut down my time usage even more, but I need to use it for connecting with people. I need to use it for business. But like, you can get caught in that doom scroll of just comparing yourself and getting sidetracked by it. So I want to give some tips around this today. Okay, so number one is value yourself. Work on your own relationship with yourself. And how can you do that? One, look at past evidence of why you can value yourself, all the things you've overcome. 5 minutes, put a timer on and write down all the things you've achieved in your life, no matter how small you think they are, because that will give you evidence of how amazing you are. And then keep giving yourself evidence. Like, I schedule in like 2-hour alarms, which are silent alarms, and I allow myself to feel grateful. I do some breath work, and then I celebrate what I've done so far in that day, because that empowers me to continue to do more when I feel good about what I've done. So train yourself to feel good about the good stuff you're doing, because that will condition you in a different way. Because so many of us, and I'm certainly being one of those people, are so good at telling ourselves what we've done wrong, what we've messed up in. And it's stupid. It's ridiculous. Like, I'm just calling it out. It's like, all it does is create a victim mentality and creates more stressful situations to us. Like nobody, sometimes I've done it for attention. It's like, I want someone to say something good to me, or I want to feel like the victim because I'll get more love and all blah, 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 all those kind of things. It just doesn't do you any favors at the end of the day, right? So, and the more you grow, by the way, the more the challenges will come up, because you're getting more and more out of your comfort zone, and we like familiarity. So growing is going to help, but like, give yourself evidence of why you're so amazing, right? Number two, give yourself breaks and unfollow people. Like, if someone is getting to you or not making you feel so good, just unfollow them. Very simple one, but also have breaks. I have certain times I can use social media and not. So it's not like you completely ban it from your life, although I've had a week off it and that's really beneficial. But it's like giving yourself times when you go on and times you are not. Number three, community. Find yourself an uplifting community of people to be with. Now, the good thing is communities are going on away from like things like Facebook, and if it's an online one, things like school or different apps and things like that. My communities are on school, which is good, or you've got another app I'm in called Awaken, but it's a specific group I pay to be in. But like, being in a community really allows me to raise my standard, talk to uplifting people every single day. Like, one of my friends, she called me, and now this is a friend who is very successful in business, very good at what she does, a top quality coach. She calls me earlier, and she's like catching me on the spot at my sales pitch. And my sales pitch, I realize, is not that great. But thank you, she's made me realize it, because she helps me up level, because I just didn't have it prepared. And I was like, well, I didn't expect us to have this conversation. And she goes to me, she's like, you should always be prepared. She's right. I should be prepared to talk about what I offer any moment of the day. I'm calling myself out for that. Thank you for being my friend. Thank you for telling me the hard truth, right? But when you've got like communities who are going to up level you, they're going to catch you on bad habits, things like social media overuse or bad habits, right? because they want you to grow and they want you to succeed. They're not going to be nice. They're not going to pat you on the back. They're going to be kind. Kind is with love, but it also gets you away from your BS that's holding you back, right? I even do this on, it's been a work in progress, but I've done this on, not every time, but I've done this on sales calls before. Even when they're not going to buy, like, that's okay, but I wanted to serve them in some capacity, right? And I've said to people things like, you need to make a decision, right? You are just waffling, and they don't like it always, but then they realize I'm right. And I've been called out for it. People who, like, if you're someone who's like indecisive, you always look for more information and you keep doing that for like months, you're like, obviously you need to sort yourself out, right? People who succeed are very quick with action. So like a good community is going to allow you, really going to challenge you, getting coaches, getting community. Then it could snap you out of things like negative self-talk. Like I'm in the program right now, and the guy on his app is like, I'll say something like, I'm asking this question, a little bit stuck here. And he's like, why are you asking that question? What is that story saying about you? I'm not. And this guy is like one of the best at what he does. I had him on the podcast, on the podcast as well. And he just calls us out for anything. And it will get you out of your head when you got a top quality community and coach, right? And I've got to call this out as well. If you want a decent community or coach or place, don't be cheap. Don't be like, I'm just trying to find a free community. That's great to start off with, but if you really want progress, just do a like monthly membership, because you're going to get a lot more out, or even a community or a coach if you can, because that's going to get you a lot more out than just like being alone. And then number 4 is being in silence with yourself. Try it. Just sit with yourself for 20 minutes in silence and see what comes up. No phone, no music, ideally no notepad. You can have a journal if you want. Not a walk. You've got to be alone in a room for like 20 minutes, because you're going to get profound insights and you're going to feel what's really going on inside yourself. A lot of us have got, we're in our fight or flight nervous systems, and we need to look at that. So that can really help you understand maybe some of these addictive behaviors. Obviously if you've got a serious addiction, get a professional, but we have these little like distractions and things all day. But actually when I've sat with myself in silence, I've started to cry sometimes, because I'm like, this is really coming up for me. And I'm like, okay, when I've sat with it, it's like I let go of the external world as much. So sitting in silence with yourself is something I'd highly suggest. Minimum 10 minutes, ideally 20 minutes if you can. I've got to do 4 hours on Sunday. Never done that before. Terrifying, but I like to walk my talk as much as possible. And it's something I want to do. I've been challenged by a coach to sit with myself for 4 hours in a room. I can go to the bathroom if I want. But that's about it. So 4 hours in silence with myself. It's going to be mental. It's going to be awesome though. So those are my tips on how to stop comparing yourself to others on social media. To recap and link them all back, number 1, value yourself and keep looking for evidence, because you're not going to look in the external as much when you can start seeing your own value. Write down everything you've done for 5 minutes, and then just keep adding to that evidence list, no matter how small you think they are. Take breaks and unfollow people. Third one is finding a community that's going to lift you up, raise your standards. And then number 4 is sitting in silence with yourself, so you can really start understanding yourself better at a deeper level, so you don't need to look in the external as much. So that's what I've got for you today. I appreciate you for being here, and remember to lead with your heart and not with fear.